All right, my first reaction slash thoughts on Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I know, not the best recording setup here, crappy lighting, crappy audio. There's a highway in the back behind me. Just because of the amount of time I have between showings. Yes, I'm seeing Black Panther twice today. I just couldn't find another spot, a nice quiet spot to record outside. So sorry about that, but this is going to be a super quick video, which, by the way, this is a non-spoiler video. My non-spoiler review will be coming out tomorrow if you're watching this today, the day it comes out, and then my spoiler review will be coming out on Saturday. But yeah, this is just a short little video kind of talking about certain things I liked and didn't like and whether it's worth your time, which I'm going to start off by saying yes, it very much is. With the Marvel movies that we've had so far this year with Thor Ragnarok and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and then throw in the TV shows there as well, I haven't necessarily loved everything that Marvel has done throughout the course of this year. In fact, I would say Doctor Strange and Thor are not going to be in my top 10 favorite movies of this year. I don't even know if they'd probably be in my top 15, just because, you know, there's only so many good movies that I've seen this year. But this one tops those for sure. Does it top the original Black Panther? No, it doesn't. The original Black Panther was a cultural phenomenon, and I believe this one has the capability to do that as well. But with this one, since you lost your main actor, it's both and obviously, like, I don't want to say him dying was a good thing, but, you know, it's a blessing and a curse, because it's a blessing because it's guaranteed that people are going to go see this movie, because they're like, what are they going to do about him? Are they going to kill him off? Like, what are they going to explain? How are they going to explain it? And then you have another side of people that are like, well, I don't want to see it if he's not going to be in it. And I don't know. I think most people are probably thinking more along the lines of, I'm curious on how they're going to handle his actual real life death inside of the movie. So I think plenty of people are going to watch this. Both IMAX showings that I tried to get were completely sold out, so I stuck with standard form, I guess you could say, just the regular 2D. I might watch it in IMAX tomorrow as of recording this, so on Friday I might watch it in IMAX if I have the time, but, you know, there's a lot of other stuff I'm still working on outside of the whole Black Panther thing going on right now. But yeah, I mean, I would love to watch it in IMAX. It has sweeping visuals. It has a lot of really great fight scenes. A lot of the acting in here is incredible and top notch. My only real complaint so far, just upon first time watching, is some of the CGI it doesn't seem completely finished. It seems a little rushed. And when it comes to Marvel, we kind of know that that's the case with their visual effects artists at times, is that some of their work can be really rushed, just because the studio doesn't give them enough time to actually finish the shot. That's my only really big complaint right now. Yeah, I think that's really, and also one small thing with one of the characters that I'm not going to talk about at all, because there's certain aspects about this movie where I have opinions on it that I can't talk about until I do my spoiler review. Just when it comes to certain characters and certain things that they do, where I'm just kind of like, I don't really love that. And also there's one aspect of it that just kind of got swept under the rug and didn't really do anything with it going forward. And then there's also a character in here that seems to be shoehorned in there just because they were in the first movie and has little to nothing to do at all in the whole film. Like, little to nothing. Like, completely just, you could have taken it out and nobody would have noticed. Probably only would have, like, taken out maybe 2-3 minutes of the movie tops. So it's just like, did that feel necessary? Not at all. There's some things in this movie that feel a little unnecessary. There's also, like I said, some of the CGI doesn't look terrific in some spots, but for the most part, most of this movie is a really good movie. You know, it has a little bit of humor, but it doesn't overdo it like Thor does. You know, it kind of takes it back to a point where Marvel could take themselves a little more seriously. And in this movie, you have a guy who has wings on his feet, and for the most part, they take this movie very seriously. And I feel like that's a good thing, because after the passing of Chadwick Boseman, this movie had to be handled with a level of seriousness. So I commend the director and the writers. Well, I guess the director is one of the writers. So the director and the writer, I have to commend them on doing something a lot of Marvel movies just haven't been able to do over the last, handful of films. But yeah, overall, Black Panther Wakanda Forever is definitely worth watching if you are a Marvel fan. If you are a fan of the first Black Panther, you should definitely check this movie out. It has plenty of emotion, has great acting, great action scenes. And let me see if I have any other notes here. Only one post-credit scene, so you don't have to stick around for two. You don't have to stick around for the entire credits. And then by the end of the film, in the climax and the final battle, I was on the fucking edge of my seat. And sorry for swearing, I got through most of this without doing it, but yeah, I was on the goddamn edge of my seat watching this climax in this film, and I was just in awe. I was just having so much fun with it. Is it the best, finale in any Marvel movie? Not at all. But it has elements to it where I'm just like, ooh, this gets a little gritty. This gets, intense and sweeping, and just... It's a great final battle for sure. And then there's some brief surprises in there that you aren't going to want spoiled. There's mainly only one really big thing that's going to get spoiled in here. Obviously, I'm not going to do it. But there's technically 2 to 3 things that could technically be spoiled. Oh, I guess maybe 4. But in terms of just my thinking, I mean, the whole Black Panther thing, it's kind of obvious who it is. I'm not going to say who it is here in case anybody's like, I wonder. But no, even with the marketing, I already knew who was going to be going into it. So yeah, that's already kind of one big surprise taken away, because is it really a huge surprise? Not really. But yeah, there's 2 other things in this movie that I think are really going to surprise people and shock people. And then there's one other thing that I felt like kind of was just shoehorned in there to make the villain seem a little more intimidating. But yeah, I mean, overall, really great film. Is it one of my favorite Marvel movies? Not really, but does it have the potential to be one of my favorites? I think so. If not in my top 5, then maybe my top 10. But yeah, I mean, Marvel has done it way worse before. They flubbed it with Eternals. With this movie, I think this is a time where, not very lately this has happened for them, but this is the one time lately where it seems like they can actually get something right. So highly recommend watching this movie as soon as you freaking can, especially before you get it spoiled for you. But overall, those are my first initial reactions / thoughts on the film. Thank you all for watching. I will be back tomorrow with my non-spoiler review for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Leave a like on the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload, and I will see you in the next one.